Hello everyone, it's Jolly here, and today we are gonna to learn about Challenge Lab, creating a static website for the cafe. So I have a PowerPoint. I just want to talk about that on our PowerPoint. So first of all, we want to create a static website for the cafe. In this lab, we use Amazon Simple Storage Service to build a static website. We want to protect and manage our data, so we use architectural best practice. So and we would like the cafe to have a website that visually shows showcase the cafe's offerings. So a website would provide, you know, for the customer with the business detail such as location of the store, business hours, and telephone number. So we need some file and picture for our static website. So we have them in the lab. First of all, we should create a Amazon S3. So Amazon S3 is an object storage service that store data as object within the bucket, and we should notice that the Amazon S3 bucket name must be globally unique. So first of all, I'm gonna open the AWS and start our job with creating the S3 bucket. So I open AWS because I was in there. I should log out and then I log in. Okay, let me close it and start again. I go to S3, create a S3 bucket. I should be sure that I'm in the Virginia because in the future we have to create other bucket in um other region. So first of all, create a bucket, and for the bucket name, as I mentioned earlier, it should be unique in the global. So I want to put a static website and the end of that my name, static website. And then I want to put my name because I want to make it unique. And I want to active access control list should be enabled. And for the object owner performance, I don't want to change it. And because I want to have access to our website, I remove the block all public access. And after that, I accept that it's public. I should accept the risk. So I acknowledge. And then for the bucket versioning, right now I don't, enable it. But after that, we have a plan to do something for that. So we go to the property static website enable, and then okay. So and then I wanna create our bucket. So I create my bucket in the S3. So and then because I wanna have access to the static website, so I should choose the bucket, and then in the property I'm gonna go static website hosting enable. I should enable a static hosting. That is the here. A static website hosting. I wanna edit and enable it. So when I enable it, I have to put the index that shows that where is the default page of the website. I just want to put the index. I want to index.html, HTML, and then save changes. After that, I enable a static website hosting. We see there is a link here, and for the URL, I want to copy URL and put put it here. Let's see, could I see our website? No, unfortunately, we cannot see our website. So there is a two things. Maybe because I didn't add any things to our website, I cannot see. So I want to use the resource that I have in my lab to add picture, HTML and CSS file that I need to my website. I go there to the lab, and so I want to download I want to download zip file that I downloaded before. I have it here, static website zip. I just extract it. So when I open it, I see there is an index file, there is some image of our website, and we have a one CSS file. So I should add all of them to my website. So I go in there, and then I want to add it to my bucket. So I should choose my bucket. I go to my bucket that is here. So in my bucket, I want to upload all of my file that I have. Add file. So I have two file. One of them is HTML and the other one is CSS. And then I want to add a folder that I have all of the picture in it. I choose the image and I upload all of the image. And then in the last step of that, I upload. I should wait until all of them upload. After that, we upload our files. Maybe we can see our website. So I finish it. Let's go and see. Could I see refresh? I want to do the refresh. And unfortunately, no, I cannot see it again. So right now, why I cannot see it? We should create a bucket policy that grants read-only permission. So I go to our bucket and we have to create a policy. So we go in there. So create a bucket policy that grants read-only. For that one, we go to the lab. We go. So we should choose our policy, our bucket, and so in the permission, I have to go to the permission because the policy is like a permission. We should give it to the bucket, and we go to the bucket policy, and we edit that one. Where is the bucket policy? Public access, no. Bucket policy, that one is a bucket policy. So there is a two things. The first one was the block public access. No, we don't do anything with that one. We are working with bucket policy. I edit it, so I have to put a policy in it until our website figure out what should I do. So for the policy, I wanna use the resource that I have in the lab and is in the Amazon AWS document. And for the AWS document, it says that in a step by step, if we wanna create a website, what we should do, and in that step we should have a policy. I want to use this policy that is so simple, and you can find it in the internet or in the lab. Copy and paste, and it says we have to access to the s3 get object, and effect is allow. And so for the resource, the only things that I should change is the bucket name, that I remove it and I put my bucket name. My bucket name is a static website. John, static website. Okay, and then I save it. Okay, after I save, I wanna refresh my URL and see. Yes, after that I put the policy, I can see our website here. So right now, we need to make many updates to the website. So as a number of the cafe offering expand to prevent the accidental override and deletion of website object, we active bucket versioning. So what how can we active bucket versioning? Because when we have a website, we have to check everything. We should consider that what we want to do. So we want to add something to our dessert, we want to remove something, so everything we want to do, so we should be cautious. Maybe accidentally we delete something and our website would be down. So the first thing that is important is that we active bucket versioning. We go to the bucket, and in the property bucket versioning, we active bucket versioning. I want to edit bucket versioning and then enable it, save changes. To see the latest version of the index HTML file, we go to our bucket and choose show version. So we are here. We go to the bucket, and so there is nothing here for the bucket versioning because we didn't change it. So if we choose the shows version, it shows that we have just 1 2 3 file and we didn't change anything. So now that we have enabled versioning, we realize that the size of the S3 bucket will continue to grow, so because we upload new object and version. So to see the cost, we decide to implement a strategy to retire some of those older versions. So we set a life cycle policy to automatically move older version of the object in our source bucket to S3 standard infrequent access. So first of all, we active our bucket versioning, and then so after that we wanna active life cycle. So we configure two and add two rules. So the other things that to keep our website up, we should active you know our our life cycle configuration, because after we add a lot of things, maybe a lot of resource, so we should keep some of them in one side. For example, I wanna do some changes in my website. th- for the color, say, okay, I don't like this color. For example, everyone have the idea. I said, okay, I want to change the color. I don't like it, so I want to add a new color. I want to make it black or orange or something like that. For example, I want to change it, so I want to open the HTML and do some changes. I go to the resource. I go to the static. I'm not the image in the HTML. I open it in the notebook. So, and the color, I want to change it to the black. It's a BG color. Change it to the black. So, other color is orange. I want to change it to black. And again, let's see. Again, I want to change it to black. And then I will save it. Okay. And close. I go um to my bucket. I upload again new image, add file, new HTML file that I changed the color in it. It's here. And then upload. After that, I upload it. So I wanna refresh my website. Okay, and the color change. The color become black. So every change that we do on our website, it increase this. We have to increase the storage, or we should save previous changes. Maybe later someone else comes say, okay, no, the orange is better. So because of that, we active bucket versioning. So right now that I add other index, if I go to my bucket and we see, because version is active, i- if it's not active, we see we have a image index and a style. And if I activate or enable it, we see there is the previous version, and right now the recent version, the older version, everything is here. So every time it save everything, we save every file. So we should think about that. So how many days we want to keep our changes? So after a while we see, okay, we are out of storage. Because of sorry because of that, we have to we have to do the life cycle, create a life cycle. To create a life cycle, we should choose our bucket, and then we go to the management. This is my bucket. I want to go to management and create a life cycle, create life cycle of the object. So I want to create two life cycle. In the first one rule, we want to move a previous version of all source bucket object to S3 standard infrequent access. That is happen after 30 days. And the other rule, we want to delete previous version of the object after 365 days. That is a 1 year. So I want to create the first rule. The life cycle rule is rule 1. I want to put the rule 1. Oops, 2 no. Rule 1. And then for the choose a rule scope, I want to apply to all objects. And then after I apply, I accept the risk. Okay, I act now, I know. And then for life cycle rule action, I want to select transaction current version of object between a storage class, that is this one, and transition current version of object between a storage class, and transition non-current version of object between a storage class. I choose both of them. I should accept, I acknowledge. And here in the transaction, in the transition current version of object between a storage class, we choose the 30. After 30 days, it happened for us. 30 days. And days after, so transition on current version object between a storage. After 30 days, it happened for us. And then create a role. Okay, we create the first role, and I want to create the second role. So I go to the bucket again, the property, and then Create oh sorry, no. Create a life cycle rule. The management, I should go to the management, create life cycle rule, and then put the name rule 2. So I have to put the rule 2 and then again apply to all object in the bucket, acknowledge, and this time uh, we choose a permanently delete non-current version of object and delete expired object, delete markers or incomplete multi-part upload. And it says that days after object become non-current 365, that is a 1 year. And then and then for the upload, delete the expiry after 65 and then create a rule. Okay, I created two rules. The first rule after 30 days and second rule after 360 days. So right now the other things that we have to take in care of our website is cross region or replication. If something happened for our website, we should have the other website that support and like a backup be a backup of our website. So we can use a cross region. Cross region replication is another feature of Amazon S3 that you can also use to backup and archive critical data. So right now we want to enable cross region replication. So we want to enable cross region replication on our source S3 bucket. So first of all, we want to use the another bucket in our AWS, so or in our webs as a support of our website. So I go to the Amazon S3, but I want to create a new bucket, not in this region, that is a Virginia. If something happened in this region, I want to have in other region. For example, I want to choose the Ohio. Login again. Okay. Let me check the time. Maybe I have to add the time. No, I'm okay. What? I add something. I add the time. Okay. So right now I'm in Ohio. I go to S3 and for the S3 bucket, we have a static website and then so that is the in the Virginia is the one. So but right now we are in Ohio. I create a new bucket. I wanna put the name and it should be unique in this region. I wanna put the a static webs. No, I wanna put the different name, like backup website or something like that. I wanna put the backup. I cannot use the capital, so backup website. Okay, everything is the same as we create. ACL enable. Okay. And enable versioning. I want to create the enable versioning first of all. I remove the block, uh, all public access, and then I acknowledge that is a public. And then for the versioning, I want to enable versioning. I want to see all of the version that we have, and then create bucket. So right now I have two buckets, one of them in Virginia and the other in Ohio. So right now we have our bucket in two different regions. So we want to create a policy. We go to the bucket and manager and create a replication rule. So right now that we have a two bucket, we should assign one of them to other because that it shows that okay, this next bucket is support the first bucket. I go to the first bucket that I create before, and then I want to add some policy. So for that one, we go to the bucket and then management. We want to create a policy. So go to the policy, we create replication. We should create a replication rule that is here, replication rule, and create replication rules. And we should put the name. I want to add a CRR that is a cross region, CRR as a cross region, and then we for the source bucket. Let's see. That is here. For the source bucket, want to apply to all object in the bucket. Everything that we have in the bucket, it should apply to all of them. And for the destination, we should the bucket name that we have it here. Choose a bucket in this account, and we create a backup website Jales. So I put that one that we created earlier. So, and then for the YAM role, there is a some rule that we have as a Rabler role, we have it in the in the lab that is a cafe role. We can write it. We can take a look at it later, but the only things we just follow today is this lab, and in this step we just should check the choose the cafe role and then save and then submit. We go to the static website bucket, and so after that we connect them to each other. So CRR is our replication rule. So we got the static website object bucket. Let's go there. Static website bucket. So and we click and shows bucket versioning. So we have an image index, HTML index. We have a two index, two version of that we created here. So we want to add one file to our bucket, for example, HTML. So we go, so we want to show you how every change that we do here in this bucket, we can see it on the other bucket. So this is our main bucket, and so the other bucket that we created as a backup is this one, backup. And we have nothing here right now. Nothing here. So I wanna do some changes in our uh, bucket, in the old bucket. I don't know what happened. Let me close it and open it again. I go to S3. I go to our buckets that are here. So I wanna do one change in a static website. So I wanna do one changes in HTML file and then apply it to this website, to this bucket. For example, I wanna change the color. That is a simple things that I can do today. I wanna change it to orange. Okay. Change the black to orange and then apply to our website. It's a change that every time we have a website, even a static, so we have to change it because everyone have different ideas. So we have so and we cannot say no. I cannot change everything is static. I change the color to orange and save. And right now I wanna apply it to our website. Right now, our website, we see the color is the black, and after that, I upload new file that I choose orange in the HTML file. I see how it change. Okay, I upload my new HTML file, and then after I refresh my URL, I see it change to the orange. And so the change happened in my bucket in Virginia. I wanna check if I open the show versioning. You see, one, two, three, and the last version that happened is that I changed it recently. It shows here. I wanna go to other bucket that is in Ohio, and I create it as a backup, and I wanna see I have versioning or not. And if we check, yes, we have a versioning here. It means that every change we did in that bucket, we can see here. So right now, I wanna do the other things. I wanna remove the bucket, remove one file in our bucket in Virginia, for example, in the static website. It's for example for one of the image I wanna remove it. I check it and delete. Okay, delete object. Mm, deletion. Okay. After that, I delete index. One of the index. If I yes, there is a show. There is a versioning here. So I have one. I have one, two. three image HTML file here that I want to create two of them. To confirm a deletion type, permanently deletes. Okay. I should put permanently delete. And then I delete it. After I delete, I go to my bucket and I see I don't have them. So I have just one index that is the null. I want to remove it as well. That I don't have anything here. Permanently delete. Okay. So right now I show versioning. So how many HTML file I have? I have nothing here, but in the backup bucket, if I go to the bucket and choose the backup, if I do refresh, I see I have still our index. So we don't have to be worried about the delete or add something accidentally because the backup help us to revive them and survive them, and then again I can have our website up. So and so I think it was our everything that we need do in our challenge lab. So we are done today, but there is some question that we have to answer in the that is a AWS detail. If we go, it shows some question, and then we should submit the question. The first question is that when viewing the website after task 3, do you see the page in the browser? So the first step, because we didn't set any policy, we couldn't see no file are not publicly. And the second question was that what is another way to ensure maximum protection and prevent accidental deletion of prevents versioning? That is a multi-factor that is the cross region, that is a cross region replication. And the question 3, okay, do you see the object from your source bucket in the destination bucket? So we didn't see at the first, we put the no. And after that, active bucket versioning, was the version that you just delete from your source bucket also delete from your destination bucket? We say no, because the destination was like a backup. So today, we finish the other challenges. We finished the challenge lab, the other challenge lab, and if this lesson was helpful, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like for today's video. And thank you so much. for your comments and subscription.